Right, let's dive into another deep dive. Today, we're going to take a look at Disaster Recovery Queensland.
DRQ.
Yeah, DRQ.
Yeah.
They're the ones who come in after, after disaster strikes and help set things right.
Yeah, put things back together.
Exactly.
Mhm.
We're looking at how they handle property remediation.
Right. And it's not just about fixing the damage.
No.
It's about understanding what each property actually needs and how they can tailor their services, to homes, apartments, everything really.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
Restoring a flooded house versus, say, a shopping center that's been damaged by fire.
Completely different.
Huge challenge.
It's fascinating how DRQ recognizes that every situation is unique.
Yeah.
They really go beyond just fixing what's broken,
Right.
It's about understanding the people involved, the nuances of each property type, and what those people need to get back on their feet.
This document we have from DRQ really does paint a picture.
It does.
One of their experts, Phil, describes some intense situations. Homes, underwater apartments, with mold warehouses, wrecked by storms, shopping centers after a fire.
Wow.
It's like a movie. Except instead of superheroes,
Right.
we've got these remediation specialists swooping in.
The real heroes.
Yeah.
It really is an art form, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Property remediation, it's so much more than just cleaning up.
It is.
You need these tailored solutions for each unique situation.
Yeah.
And the challenges they face are huge.
They are. And the scale of their work is honestly mind-boggling.
Oh, absolutely.
Think about a single-family home,
Right.
every item filled with memories, and then zoom out to an apartment complex.
Mhm.
You've got multiple residents, shared spaces.
The body corporate.
Yeah, the body corporate to think about.
Right. A whole other level of complexity.
Yeah, and then take it even further.
Okay.
Imagine a business
Uh-huh.
where every minute they're closed.
Costs them money.
Yeah. They're losing revenue, potentially losing customers.
Yeah. Sense.
And then finally, picture this. A massive commercial center, public safety's paramount, countless stakeholders involved, and the financial stakes are incredibly high.
Wow. The scale is phenomenal.
It is.
And that's where DRQ's adaptability really shines.
Yeah.
As the scale of the project grows, so do the logistical challenges.
Right.
And their ability to adapt to each situation.
Yeah.
It's key to their success.
So to give you an idea of what a week in the life of DRQ looks like,
Okay.
they've shared this sample schedule.
Okay.
It really highlights the diversity of their work.
I'd love to see that.
One day, they might be restoring a storm-damaged home in some quiet neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
The next, they're coordinating mold remediation in a busy apartment complex in the city.
Wow, that's a big difference.
It's nonstop.
Yeah, and it's not just moving between locations, is it?
No.
It's about shifting gears mentally,
Yeah.
strategically.
Mm-hmm.
Each scenario demands a unique set of skills,
Right.
specialized equipment,
Yeah.
a carefully thought out plan.
Let's say it's Monday.
Okay, Mom.
DRQ is restoring a storm-damaged home.
Okay.
By Tuesday, they've moved on to tackling a mold infestation in a large apartment complex.
Huge job.
Then Wednesday rolls around,
Okay, Wednesday.
brings the challenge of helping a flooded restaurant get back up and running.
Oh, wow.
Serving customers again,
Yeah,
just when you think they've seen it all.
right.
Thursday comes along.
Okay, Thursday.
They're managing fire restoration in a busy shopping center,
Yeah.
trying to minimize disruption to the stores that weren't affected.
That's tricky.
Delicate balancing act.
It is Friday.
Okay, what happens Friday?
Warehouse hit by flash flooding.
Oh, no.
Potentially millions of dollars worth of inventory at risk.
Wow, what a week.
Talk about a whirlwind week.
Really highlights the range of skills and expertise that DRQ bring to the table.
It does.
They're not a one-trick pony, are they?
No,
They're a multifaceted organization,
they are.
capable of handling a huge array of disaster recovery situations.
Yeah, they are. It's remarkable how they move between these totally different situations, like
Yeah.
chameleons,
Yeah,
adapting their approach to each environment.
so true. Speaking of adapting,
Hmm.
let's look at how DRQ customizes its expertise for different types of properties.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with single-family homes,
Mm-hmm.
they really emphasize that personal touch.
Yeah, Phil actually mentions this.
Does he?
Yeah, in the document, he says when dealing with a family home,
Right.
it's crucial to remember you're not just dealing with bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
You're dealing with people's lives, their memories, their sense of security.
It's not just fixing a leaky roof or drying out a basement.
Right.
It's about providing emotional support
Mm-hmm.
and understanding during what is a really stressful time.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
sometimes it goes even beyond that.
Oh, really?
If the home has some historical significance,
Okay.
they take extra care to preserve those heritage features,
Yeah.
to make sure the restoration respects the home's history.
So important. It's like they're not just restoring houses, they're preserving legacies.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, when it comes to apartment buildings,
Yeah, apartment building.
their approach shifts to a more coordinated and collaborative effort.
Right, because now you're dealing with multiple residents, shared spaces,
Right.
and the body corporate.
Oh, yeah, the body corporate.
Communication is key.
Yeah.
Working closely with everyone to minimize disruption and make sure the remediation goes smoothly.
It's like a giant puzzle.
It is.
You have to consider all the pieces and how they fit together.
And they often use a staged approach,
Okay.
tackling one section of the building at a time.
Right.
So residents aren't completely displaced.
Yeah, it's about finding that balance
It is.
between efficiency and minimizing the impact on people's lives.
Absolutely.
Now let's shift gears to businesses,
Yeah. Okay, business.
where time really is money.
Yeah, for businesses, DRQ really prioritizes business continuity.
Yeah?
They get that every day a business is closed means lost revenue, damaged customer relationships.
So it's about getting them back up and running as quickly as possible.
Exactly. And that might involve temporary solutions,
Like what?
like setting up a mobile office
Okay.
or finding a temporary location while their main premises are being restored.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They also help safeguard customer access, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe setting up a temporary online store,
Mm-hmm.
creating a communication plan
Right.
to keep customers informed.
It's all about mitigating that negative impact
Yeah.
and helping them maintain that connection with their customers.
And finally, we arrive at the commercial scale.
The big ones.
The massive shopping centers
Yeah.
and large commercial properties.
Yeah, mini cities.
Yeah.
Here, DRQ brings in the big guns,
Yeah.
complex project management,
Right? Yeah.
coordinating multiple tenants, deploying large-scale equipment, and potentially even working 24/7 to get the job done quickly and safely.
That's where their expertise in logistics and large-scale operations really shines through.
Yeah, they become like an extension of the properties management team.
Yeah.
Working together to navigate this complex process.
And one of the things DRQ really emphasizes
Okay.
with commercial properties is public safety.
Of course.
They understand these are high-traffic areas.
Mm-hmm.
They take every precaution to ensure the remediation process is safe.
Yeah, makes sense.
So they're not just concerned with the property itself,
No.
but also protecting the people who work there and visit.
Thinking holistically,
Yes.
considering all the potential impacts,
Right.
implementing solutions that work for everyone.
I know we've talked a lot about the different property types and DRQ's tailored approach.
Yeah.
I think it would be really helpful to hear some real-life examples of their work in action.
Absolutely. Actions speak louder than words, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Phil actually included a few anecdotes in this document
Oh, perfect.
that really illustrate DRQ's commitment to going above and beyond.
Great.
Let's dive into those stories.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm really curious to see how they put these principles into practice. So tell me about these stories. What kind of situations did DRQ face?
Well, one that really stood out was about a woman named Sarah.
Okay, Sarah.
Her heritage-listed home was badly damaged in a storm.
Oh, wow.
You can imagine the distress.
Yeah, not just a house, a piece of history.
Exactly, and she was worried about whether they could restore it,
Right.
and still keep its unique character.
I bet.
But DRQ was up to the challenge.
They're-
They didn't just dry the house out.
No.
They painstakingly restored these 100-year-old features
No.
using special techniques
Yeah.
to make sure they preserved the home's historical integrity.
That's incredible.
It was a relief for Sarah to know her home was in good hands.
It must have been.
She actually sent DRQ a thank you note
Oh.
saying, "You didn't just restore our house, you protected our family's history."
Oh.
Really highlights that human element.
It does.
Yeah.
What other stories did Phil share?
Another impressive case involved a huge apartment complex,
Okay.
60 units.
60 units.
Wow. Dealing with widespread mold.
Oh, no. Can you imagine trying to remediate that?
A logistical nightmare.
That's a lot of people to coordinate.
It is.
A lot of potential disruption.
So they took a systematic approach,
Okay.
working floor by floor, unit by unit,
Right.
to meticulously remediate the whole building.
Wow.
And they worked closely with the body corporate
Of course.
to keep the residents informed every step of the way.
Sounds like they really prioritize communication.
They did, and transparency.
Mm,
The
wow.
result,
I-
a successful project with
Yeah.
minimal disruption to the residents.
That's great.
The Body corporate chairman was so impressed.
Oh, really?
He called DRQ a masterclass in project management.
High praise.
It is.
Sounds like they know how to handle those large-scale projects.
Yeah.
While still thinking about the needs of the people involved.
They do.
Okay, hit me with another story.
All right, this one's about a family-owned restaurant
Okay.
hit by a devastating flood, and shutting down for any length of time wasn't an option.
Of course not.
Right.
They've got to serve their customers.
Right. They needed to generate income
Yeah.
as soon as possible.
I can only imagine the stress.
A flooded restaurant is every owner's worst nightmare.
Yeah. So how did DRQ help?
They knew time was of the essence.
Right.
So they worked all night
Wow.
to dry out the kitchen and get it working again.
That's amazing.
They even sectioned off the dining area
Okay.
so the restaurant could keep serving customers
Wow.
while the rest of the space was being restored.
It's like they performed a miracle.
It's a testament to their dedication,
Yeah.
commitment to helping businesses in tough times.
It is.
The owners were so grateful,
I bet.
and their customers had no idea.
They saved the day without anyone knowing.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Okay, last story.
Okay, last one.
A major shopping center
Okay.
suffered smoke damage after a fire in one of the stores.
Oh, wow.
Closing the whole center would have been a huge financial hit.
Absolutely. A shopping center is like an ecosystem.
It is?
One part suffers, everyone suffers.
Right. So
So how did DRQ approach this?
they got creative,
Oh,
used these mobile containment units
okay.
and negative air pressure systems.
Hold on. Negative air pressure systems, what are those?
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
They create lower air pressure
Right.
within the containment area than outside.
So,
This stops contaminated air escaping,
right.
keeps the smoke and soot particles contained.
So it's like an invisible barrier,
Exact.
keeping the damage from spreading.
That's right.
That's brilliant.
And the best part,
What's that?
the unaffected stores could stay open
Really?
during the whole remediation process.
A win-win?
It is, they restored the damaged areas,
Yeah.
but kept the rest of the center running.
That's incredible.
The center manager said this saved tenants millions
Wow.
in lost revenue.
These stories are amazing.
They are.
It really shows DRQ is incredibly versatile
Yeah.
and resourceful. They can handle anything.
They've got the expertise.
Yeah. The equipment,
Mm-hmm.
but most importantly, the heart
Yeah.
to really make a difference.
It's inspiring to see them go above and beyond,
It is.
to understand each situation
Yeah.
and deliver solutions that help people get back on their feet.
They understand that true recovery
Right.
involves more than just fixing the damage.
Yeah.
It's about restoring a sense of normalcy and security.
For individuals, families, businesses,
Exactly.
and they do it all with empathy, resourcefulness, and adaptability.
Like turning chaos into calm.
That's a great way to put it.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into DRQ,
Hmm.
what are your takeaways?
DRQ is not your average restoration company.
Right.
They're not just patching things up.
No.
They're about understanding the human impact of disaster
Yeah.
and providing support that goes beyond the physical repairs.
They get that a true recovery is about more than just fixing what's broken.
Right.
It's about restoring a sense of normalcy and security.
And they do it all with this incredible sense of empathy, resourcefulness, and adaptability.
They do.
It's like they have a superpower
They do.
for turning chaos into calm.
I want to leave you with a final thought.
Okay.
DRQ's approach is all about understanding needs and finding tailored solutions.
Yeah,
How can we apply that in our own lives?
that's a great question. I think it challenges us to look beyond the surface
Right.
and really understand the issues.
Whether it's a personal crisis, a work challenge, or even a disagreement with someone.
Yeah, it encourages us to be more empathetic, more creative in our problem solving,
Yeah,
and more adaptable in our approach.
exactly.
So the next time you face a challenge,
Yeah.
big or small,
Mm-hmm.
remember the lessons from DRQ.
Good advice.
Take a deep breath, assess the situation,
Okay.
and ask yourself,
What's the question?
what does this situation truly need?
Right.
And how can I best tailor my response
Good question.
to meet those needs?
Simple but powerful.
It is. Well, that's a wrap for our deep dive into Disaster Recovery Queensland.
Thanks for joining us.
We hope you gained some valuable insights.
And maybe some inspiration.
Until next time, remember, no matter what challenges life throws your way,
Right.
there's always a way to recover, rebuild, and come back stronger.